On YouTube, A Crown, the Three Range Bros council member, is the creator of The Author's Crown. These are his stories.
Hello everyone, welcome to The Author's Crown. My name is A Crown. In this channel, I will present to you stories written by both myself and occasionally stories written by good friends of mine. So without further ado, let's get this show started.
Hey there everyone, my name is Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool, aka the Merc with Mouth, aka too many names to name off. You ever wonder what it's like to fly around in a TARDIS? I did. So I decided to borrow one. Now I'm traveling anywhere I feel like. So sit back and relax as A Crown writes about my awesome escapades in Deadpool's annoyingly amazing adventures in the multiverse. The TARDIS materializes as I flip switches and toggles. I say to myself, I'm finally getting the hang of this. The higher of my voices says, where are we going now? Hopefully somewhere fun, my serious voice says. Well, let's just head outside and you'll see, I say to myself. I poke my head out and the X-Wing fighter flies, just narrowly missing my head. Whoa, my serious voice says. The higher of the voices says, woohoo, space battle. You dang right, a space battle, I say back. I tuck back into the TARDIS and flip more toggles as it flies around. The TARDIS spins and flips and zooms all around the battle. I look over and see that I'm approaching the Death Star, but in my way are multiple Star Destroyers and Rebellion cruisers. I grip the toggles tight and kick up the speed and yell, Geronimo! The TARDIS speeds up as I steer and scream, eat it, Tom Cruise! I'm the Top Gun pilot around here. I fly the TARDIS over a cruiser, narrowly missing skating across it. I run over and open the TARDIS door and fire a rocket out of the door. It flies through the air and hits a TIE fighter. I watch and laugh as the fighter explodes. We get closer and I say, let's go find Mufasa. And then I bring the TARDIS in for a landing on the Death Star. You ready? My higher voice says. I respond yes, and then I look up at A Crown and say, I know this is audio, but do your best to make it at least sound cool. I pull out my swords and I run out of the TARDIS as stormtroopers fire all around me. I flip and spin and roll, dodging laser blasts. I tackle a trooper and pull off his helmet and knock him out with the headbutt. I take his blaster and fire it at the other troopers. Keep firing, making my own blaster noises, since I know A Crown doesn't have sound effects. I pick up another dropped blaster and dual wield them, quickly taking out all the other troopers in the hangar. My serious voice says, well done. Now do you even know where the final battle is? Of course, I respond. I head down the hallway, skipping as I feel the Death Star shake. What was that? My higher voice asks. The rebels must have finally got the shields down. Gotta love those adorable little Ewoks. My serious voice then asks, how did the Ewoks manage to beat the better armed Empire? Shocked, I look at my own self and say, I'm not explaining it again right now, but we are definitely going to watch the movie again when we get home. Fine, you don't have to be so sensitive about it, the serious voice responds. I find an elevator and get in, pressing the top button. It closes up as I wave at some incoming stormtroopers, who fire and the blasts hit the door. The elevator begins to rise as I hum, dum 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 dum. Hey, Crown, I saw that little cheat note you wrote on that paper. What's wrong? Can't write music? The elevator stops. Come on, I was kidding. No one responds. Stop arguing with A Crown so we can go see Thulsa Doom, my high voice says. No, he started it. I respond to the higher voice as I give A Crown the finger. My blasters and swords vanish. Okay, I'm sorry, I say as suddenly the elevator springs back to life. What do you say? My serious voice asks. Thank you, A Crown. The buttons of the elevator light up in a thumbs-up pattern. Soon after we reach the top and the elevator stops. I force the doors open just enough to creep out without being seen. And I say, ooh,
I'm so excited to finally get to meet him. Now that he's gone, I never will get this chance again. I look over and see the Emperor focused on Vader and Luke's saber battle. I hide nearby in a crate as Darth Vader brings down the walkway that Luke is on. I hear the Emperor begin to chuckle as Vader walks down to look for Luke in the darkness. I turn and look at the Emperor as the higher of my voices says, "You know, it would be just so easy to just walk over there and take him out." I then respond to my higher voice saying, "No, we're not screwing up this final battle. We're not taking this away from James Earl Jones." I turn my attention back to Vader searching for Luke. I can hear him say, "Especially for sister." Then say, "Ooh, he's about to go there. Oh my god, it's almost orgasmic hearing this and seeing it up close." Vader then says, "So you have a twin sister. Your feelings have now betrayed her too. Obi-Wan was wise to hide her from me. Now his failure is complete. If you will not turn to the dark side, then perhaps she will." I then get giddy and I say, "Oh my god, here it comes." Then Luke yells and fights against Vader with all his rage, swinging his lightsaber wildly. As they step back into the lit area, Luke is overpowering Vader. He backs Vader to the ground and has Vader's hand and saber over the chasm. Luke just keeps smashing and finally cuts off Vader's hand, sending both the hand and the lightsaber falling down into the lit abyss. I grimace and say, "Ooh, I know how much that hurts." The Emperor laughs as he walks down a stairway, saying, "Good. Your hate has made you powerful. Now, fulfill your destiny and take your father's place at my side." As the Emperor keeps speaking, my higher voice says, "Wait, the Death Star blows up soon, right?" "Yeah, so," I respond. "Doesn't that mean we're gonna explode if we aren't gone when it happens?" the voice asks. "We'll go as soon as the Emperor's dead," I answer. I turn back as Luke looks at the Emperor, tossing his lightsaber aside, as he says, "You have failed, Your Highness. I am a Jedi, like my father before me." "Ooh, Luke, that's my boy." A few moments later, I see Vader looking at the Emperor, who's blasting Luke with his Force lightning. I say, "Ooh, ouch, that's gotta hurt." My high voice says, "I swear, it looks like Vader is gonna kiss the Emperor." My serious voice interjects and snaps, "Don't you bring the robot chicken crap in here. We already forced in a Family Guy joke." I then watch as Vader lifts the Emperor up into the air while being hit by Force lightning. After Vader throws him over the railing down to the reactor, a wave of energy erupts upwards. As alarms blare, Luke helps Vader up to his feet and walks him towards the elevator. The elevator then goes down as the Death Star begins to shake even more. How are we going to get out if they're in the elevator? I mean, we don't want to interrupt the movie," my serious voice asks. I chuckle and pull out a glowing key. Then the TARDIS begins to materialize around me, its sounds drowning out the blaring alarms. As soon as we're safely inside the TARDIS, I say, "I learned that trick from the Day of the Doctor episode." I then peek towards the listeners and say, "Doctor Who Christmas Special, where Smith turns to Capaldi. You're welcome." I then begin flipping the levers and switches. The TARDIS begins to hover and bursts through the window. As the TARDIS flies out into space, I look out of the door as the Death Star goes boom! I dive for the toggle, flipping it as I'm thrown against the console, and the TARDIS is sent flying uncontrollably into the vastness of space as I'm thrown flying around the inside of the TARDIS. We vanish back into the multiverse. And that's the story for today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and thank you for listening to The Author's Crown.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it now.